What is up, guys? It is 341 Wrestling, and I am here today with CWA League, otherwise known as Tim. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very good. On yourself?
Good. So let's just start off by saying this is the second time we've recorded this podcast, and because the first time my audio was not gonna work. So if it seems a little rushed, it's because we've already said this twice. So
yeah, we'll try our best.
Yep. So let's just start off with this. So why or how did you decide to become a league?
Well, one day I was sitting on my personal account on Instagram. I was looking through the Explore section, and I found this league that was once called Curb Stomp League, and it's no longer active. And at first I thought it was a little bit weird and maybe just a little bit childish, and I didn't really like it at first, but I saw it again and I went into it and I started to like it and I joined the league. Eventually I wanted to become my own league, and I found League 341, which is you, and yeah, it pretty much just took off from there.
Yeah, when you found me, I think you were still on your personal account. You were Batista, and then you changed to Angle for a little bit before I said Barrett was available, and you took him. So,
yeah.
But by then you had your league for sure. So, yeah, I remember those days. Do you have a favorite match or event that happened in your league?
There's so many. I'd have to say probably the Royal Rumble, because as we said before, for doing a Royal Rumble for a league, it's really hard, and it's probably the most time-consuming event that you could do.
Other than probably WrestleMania, but that's if you're posting a lot of matches.
Yeah, so that was probably the Royal Rumble event itself was really cool. I liked how it turned out, and that's probably my favorite match to have happened in my league so far.
Yeah, I always enjoy doing those. They're very fun. And it's fun for me because I get to do two, because I have two Rumbles. I have the NXT and ECW one, and then I have the Raw and SmackDown one. So I get to do it twice. Yeah, I always very much enjoy those. Do you have... So, I'm sorry, I have to go back to my questions. My favorite match or event in your league would have to be... well, it wasn't really a match or an event. It was more my entire feud when I was Paige and I was feuding with Nikki Bella, because it just seemed like every time we both get on, we both promote, and it'd be a race to the finish on who can get the most. It was like every time.
Yeah, it was really cool. You guys always racked up a lot of votes, and it was also cool because it was you versus OTC.
Yeah, that was always no matter what. Every time that happens, it's always good. It doesn't matter what league it is.
Yeah, that is always good.
I'm gonna go back to the Royal Rumble thing for a second because we forgot to talk about this. But just a funny story, in Always Roleplay on his Royal Rumble match, Tim and I were I was number 1, he was number 5, and he started with 6 people in his. And that was really fun during his Royal Rumble match because we lasted all the way to the very end, to the final 2. And that was 2 days worth of promoting, and it was...
Yeah, that was very intense, but it was really fun and pretty cool that it came down to you and me. So, I honestly didn't care if you won or if I won, but obviously it was cool that I did.
Yeah, it was well deserved, and in the end I was happy either way because it was all good.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a favorite match or event from my league?
Like you said earlier, I've been Batista, Angle. I believe I was Tommy Dreamer.
Oh yeah, no, you were Tommy Dreamer. That was
and now I'm Wade Barrett. So from what I can remember, I'd have to say probably the Elimination Chamber at WrestleMania, which was for my championship. And even though I lost, it was really cool. I liked all the guys in the match, and It's really cool how it turned out.
And it's because it wasn't letting me post. You technically had a main event for like 24 hours before I could post.
Yeah.
And even still, it was very frustrating. But that's for another day. All right. Do you have any questions to ask me?
All right. So your league is WWE League 3-for-1, and so you only let in WWE superstars or people who have been in the WWE previously. So I can tell that WWE is your favorite promotion. So I'm wondering, what is your favorite wrestling promotion or company outside of the WWE?
That's a very good question. It's hard for me to choose, I think, because I can't really watch any of them. That's the only one that I can get on cable. So, and a lot of them have my favorite stars. Like Lucha Underground has Johnny Mundo. New Japan Pro Wrestling has Kenny Omega. And a bunch of other ones. Ring of Honor has had a lot of phenomenal wrestlers come up, like CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and El Generico, which is now Sami Zayn. But I think my favorite would be TNA, because that one I watched at least for a little while before it switched over to its new network, and they've got a lot of good talent on there now, like EC3, Drew Galloway, who's like one of my favorites, and then the Hardy Boys, and their storylines are somewhat interesting.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I used to be a big fan of TNA. Like, it was probably the biggest promotion for me when I first became a wrestling fan, because it's just all I could watch. But it's gone down. The product's gone down.
Yeah, but I think, I don't know, like, it could come back if it's just not being marketed the right way, I think.
Yeah, they had to manage it right. Yeah, but to add on, out of the other promotions, I don't get many of them. I only get Ring of Honor, and it's on Saturdays at 12 a.m., so it's a bit extensive, but I watch it sometimes.
That's good that at least you get it televised. I have no clue how to watch televised. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, so you're a big Zack Ryder fan, as am I. So I'm just curious as to how that all began, that you jumped on the Zack Ryder wagon.
So this wasn't the first time. So, like, I'm going to go back a little bit. This is, so my first wrestling event that I ever went to in 2010 was a Raw, and Zack Ryder was facing my favorite superstar, John Morrison, and that match was really good, so that got me interested in both of them. But Zack Ryder, I really got on board with that when he started doing his YouTube shows, and I don't know, he just started moving up in the ranks in WWE, and he seemed like a pretty big deal because he had more followers on Twitter than like The Rock and John Cena, and he's like, wow, this guy's a jobber, but he has more followers than them. Let me check this guy out and see what he can do. And he was really good, and then so I started getting onto that, and then hold on, sorry. Yeah, and then when he won the U.S. title, that was really cool. I was very happy, and then I was also very happy when he won the Intercontinental title this year.
Yeah, unfortunately only to last not even 24 hours, I believe.
Yeah, that was terrible decision on their part.
Yeah, they could have at least made it a month. Even a month's not a great reign, but at least make the fans happy.
Mm-hmm.
Or just gave it to Miz at Mania.
Yeah, just skip right over Ryder. But I can't complain because I'm happy because you got a WrestleMania moment.
That is true, yeah.
Alright, this is all the time we have. On my next guest, I think it's going to be Always Roleplay, but I haven't heard back from him, so that's like a semi-confirmation, but nothing's confirmed yet. So, so this has been my 10-minute podcast with CWA League.
thanks for having me on. It was nice talking to you. I'd love to do it again at some point.
For the third time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This has been the 10-minute podcast. See you later, guys. Bye.